Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I'm fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. Maybe you could let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. I have always opined on this platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing just happens for the sake of it. William Samoei Arap Ruto and his government today blocked all roads passing or around Statehouse in Kisumu, in Mombasa, and in Nairobi. Why would William Ruto do that? The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is cornered. And William Ruto is desperate because the deadline which Raila Odinga gave him is actually lapsing tonight. So in this video, I want us to look at why William Ruto blocked all roads to Statehouse. Before we do that, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. There is that cock. Most of you have always told me, Lee, change your kuku. It belongs to my neighbor. My neighbor this side has poultry farm. The other one also has poultry farm. So I normally enjoy their their noise anyway. Now, why do you think William Ruto is cornered? There are evidence. Why would William Ruto block roads to Statehouse? Because he's desperate. The other thing which happened yesterday at night is that William Ruto and his government went to Jacaranda at night and fell a tree, the big tree where Bunge la Wananchi always meet, as part of their strategy to frustrate the Bunge there. The other thing which is clear is that in the past few weeks, William Ruto has been arresting some key figures of Bunge la Wananchi as part of his strategy to instill fear into them. And of course, we've also witnessed serious propaganda machine being unleashed. Remember, Raila Odinga gave Ruto 3 demands, which must be met by midnight today. The first demand was to open the servers. So far, servers are not open, and I don't think they can be opened in the next few hours. Number 2, he told Ruto to ensure that the cost of living goes down. The fact is, I don't think that can be achieved within the next coming hour. The other thing was the recruitment of IBC commissioners. William Ruto went ahead and actually formed the selection panel, which means the process is ongoing. So the 3 demands are not going to be met. So Kenyans are really waiting to see what next, because Raila Odinga is also not very clear on his next course of action, whether he's going to lead his troops the same tomorrow, or tomorrow he's going to make an announcement and give his supporters what they should be doing. But why would William Ruto close all roads around and to Statehouse? Why would he do that? And by the way, yesterday, Matiang'i was interrogated. He was then released. The information that Uhuru Kenyatta threatened to come personally to the DCI headquarters to release Matiang'i. And if you couple that with the Raila Odinga's demands, you can understand why the government chickened out. So I don't want to get into that for now. I want us to focus on why Ruto is cornered and why he has been forced to block the road. Number one, I think there is fear and panic at State House. You see, one of the things which has been there is that Raila Odinga is planning a 1 million march to State House. And that 1 million march to State House, for me, if you ask me, it's not going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is just going to be a day when now Raila will say, I gave you time, you refused. So this is what we are going to do beginning this date. So I expect Raila Odinga to issue directive to his supporters, what they intend to do, whether they're going to be mass action across the country daily, weekly, or they're going to set a specific date. For me, but the fear which these guys have is that you never know. There might be attempts to actually go to State House by Raila Odinga supporters. Because I've always told you on this platform that in this country we have only one politician who has followers. The rest of politicians have supporters. Raila Odinga is the only politician who has followers. The other used to be Matiba, but Matiba passed on. So only Raila Odinga. The rest have supporters. And because Raila Odinga has followers, it means it's possible for him to tell his followers to go to State House. And most of them will go to State House, whether they'll be shot or not. So there's that fear that Raila Odinga supporters might actually go to State House. So William Ruto is trying to just be prepared. Number two, I also tend to think that William Ruto is not taking chance. These are just precautions. Because, as at now, nobody knows what's happening. What I know personally is that there are attempts of talks between William Ruto and Raila Odinga through their representatives. People are really talking. And that can explain why you've not seen Ruto of late. You've not seen Rigathi just running his mouth the way he would always do. So for me, William Ruto is not taking chance. Because if he takes chance, then tomorrow from nowhere, these guys storm State House. What will happen? What will he do? Yeah, because the other thing William Ruto would not want to do is to apply force. Because there's the issue of ICC. Raila Odinga can be taken to ICC. William Ruto has a case at ICC. His case was never terminated like the one of Uhuru Kenyatta. So it can be revived. So William Ruto do not want to go that ICC route again. So he doesn't want to take chances. Number three, I also tend to think that William Ruto is just trying to prepare Azimio supporters psychologically. That I'm going to do everything possible to protect State House. Because the only place where Kenyans are now not supposed to pass through is State House. In Kisumu here, I tried it. They've blocked it. Actually almost from just past Acacia and the other side before sunset. You can't go through that place. And at State House in Kisumu, there is no back route. So if you are coming to town, you have to maneuver your ways. So basically, they are telling Raila Odinga supporters that you can do whatever you want, you can go loot, you can go do whatever you want, you can demonstrate, but the only place we are not going to allow you near is State House. For me, I'm reading that as a coded message which William Ruto is telling these people. And there's the fear also in William Ruto, which I read, that these guys are coming for State House, that State House is their main focus. So for me, that's something which is there. And number four, intelligence report. William Ruto, as we speak, is the president of the Republic of Kenya. And as the president of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto has information. He gets intelligence briefings every single day. So he's on top of things. William Ruto cannot be mad to start guarding State House just because Raila Odinga is planning demonstrations. Unless he has information, unless he's well briefed, unless the intelligence is telling him that, boss, look here, there's a status in Mombasa, please protect it. There's a status in Nairobi, protect it. There's a status in Kisumu, protect it. Because if Raila Odinga will instruct his people, their plan is to invade, maybe maybe at a go, the 3 state houses. So protect them. I don't think personally, if you ask me, that of all the things William Ruto can choose to protect is State House, unless there is intelligence briefing which has told him that is one place these guys are targeting. So please protect it. And lastly, if you ask me, I also tend to think that the events yesterday at the CID headquarters could have prompted Ruto to react. Because remember, at the DCI headquarters, Matiang'i was there. He was kept waiting for 8 hours. Raila Odinga arrived. They tried to block him. And Raila Odinga issued a threat to them that if you want problems, you will get it. Or do you want me to tell these people to open the gates? You know, that's Raila Odinga telling the DCI at their gate that, do you want me to tell these people to come and open the gate? You know, you might take that as a joke, but it's a serious thing. Because Raila Odinga believes that his supporters can actually do it if he tells them to do it. And they were just there. He told them, you guys relax. So I think the events of yesterday is what is prompting this, because William Ruto now saw the real Raila Odinga, that if you want problems, you get it. It means Raila Odinga can actually tell his supporters, go to State House, and they will go. And that is the biggest worry. Let me hear your thoughts. Again, if you reach this point, please just say, just tell me something about your thoughts on the demonstrations. Do you support them or not? Personally, if you watched the video up to this stage, just know from wherever you are that I am so glad, I'm so happy, so pleased to have you on board. Bye-bye.